Hello and welcome back to Slow Learning English. I am Sarah and I am so happy you are here today. Today, we are going to talk about something very important. It is not a grammar rule. It is not a list of words. Today, we are talking about your brain. Specifically, we are talking about how to train your mind to focus on English.
Hello, Sarah. Hello, everyone. This is a great topic. I talk to many students every week. They all say the same thing. They say, John, I want to learn English, but I cannot focus. I sit down to study, and after 2 minutes, I am thinking about my lunch, or I am looking at my phone, or I am looking at the birds outside the window.
It is a very common problem. John, we live in a world with many distractions. A distraction is something that takes your attention away from what you are doing. Your phone is a distraction. The TV is a distraction. Even your own thoughts can be a distraction.
Exactly. And if you cannot focus, you cannot learn. Learning a language needs deep focus. It is like building a house. You need to put one brick on top of another brick. If you stop every 2 minutes to look at your phone, you will never finish the house.
That is a very good example, John. So today we are going to give our listeners a complete guide. We want to help you train your mind like an athlete trains their body. We are going to divide this talk into many parts. We will talk about your environment, your time, your materials, and your emotions.
Let's start with the first part, the environment. An environment is the place around you. Where is the best place to study English if you want to focus?
The best place is a place that is quiet and clean. Your brain likes order. If your desk is full of papers, food, and trash, your brain feels messy. It is hard to focus in a messy place. So, rule number 1, clean your space.
I agree. I always feel better when my desk is empty. Only my book, my pen, and my water. But what about the phone, Sarah? Most people use their phone to study. They use an app or a dictionary.
This is a trap, John. The phone is a tool, but it is also a dangerous distraction. If you use your phone to study, you will see a notification from Instagram or WhatsApp. Then you click it. Then 20 minutes are gone.
So what should we do?
If you are a beginner, try to use paper books and a paper dictionary for a little while. Or if you must use your phone, put it on airplane mode. This means no messages can come in. You are in control of the phone. The phone is not in control of you.
That is a powerful idea. Being in control. I also think about noise. Some people like music when they study. Is that good for focus?
It depends. If the music has lyrics, especially English lyrics, it is bad for focus. Your brain tries to listen to the song and the study at the same time. It is too much work. If you like music, choose classical music or sounds of nature, soft sounds.
I like the sound of rain. It helps me feel calm. And when I am calm, I can focus. So, step 1 is a clean, quiet place with no phone notifications. Now let's talk about part 2, the time.
Time is very interesting. Many students think I will study for 4 hours on Saturday, but that is very hard for the mind. The mind is like a muscle. It gets tired.
Yes, if I go to the gym and lift weights for 4 hours, I will hurt myself.
Exactly. So do not study for long hours. Instead, study for short periods. We mentioned the Pomodoro technique before, but let's explain it deeply today. You set a timer for 25 minutes. During these 25 minutes, you do nothing but English. You don't get up to get a snack. You don't check your email. You just do English.
And then when the timer rings,
Then you take a 5-minute break. This break is very important. You must stand up. You must move your body. Maybe you stretch. Maybe you walk to the kitchen and get a glass of water. You are giving your brain a reward.
a reward, like a treat for a dog.
Yes. Your brain thinks, okay, I worked hard for 25 minutes and now I have 5 minutes of freedom. This makes the brain happy. And a happy brain focuses better. Then you do another 25 minutes.
This is much better than trying to study for 3 hours without stopping. By the 3rd hour, you are not learning anything. You are just staring at the page.
We call that zoning out. It is when your eyes are open, but your brain is asleep. We want to avoid that. Short sessions are the secret to long-term focus.
Now let's move to part 3, the materials. This is very important for A1 and A2 learners. Sarah, what happens if a student tries to read a very difficult book?
Oh, they will give up very fast. If you don't understand the words, your brain gets bored and frustrated. Frustration is the enemy of focus. If you feel like a loser because you don't understand, your brain will want to stop.
So the rule is find easy things. Find things you understand 80% of. If you understand most of it, you feel smart. When you feel smart, you want to keep going.
That is right. It is called the Goldilocks principle. Not too hard, not too easy, just right. If it is too easy, you are bored. If it is too hard, you are stressed. You want to be in the middle.
I think listeners should look for graded readers. These are books made specifically for English levels. An A1 book uses simple words and simple grammar. You can focus on the story instead of fighting with the dictionary.
And the story is the key. If the story is interesting, focus is easy. If you love stories about mystery, read a mystery in English. If you like romance, read a romance. Your interest is the fuel for your focus.
Interest is fuel. I like that. Now let's talk about part 4, the internal voice. We all have a voice in our head. Sometimes that voice is very negative. It says, "Your English is bad. You are too old to learn. You are making mistakes."
That voice is a distraction. It takes your energy away. When you are studying and that voice starts talking, you are not focusing on English. You are focusing on your fear.
How can we stop that voice, Sarah?
You cannot stop it completely, but you can change what it says. When the voice says, "This is too hard," you should answer. Say, "It is hard now, but I am getting better. Every minute I study is a victory."
It is like being a coach for yourself. A good coach does not shout at the players. A good coach says, "Come on, you can do it. Try again."
Exactly. Be your own best friend, not your own enemy. If you make a mistake, say, "Oh, that is interesting. Now I know how to do it correctly." This positive attitude keeps your mind open and focused.
Let's talk about a physical trick for focus. We talked about breathing before, but let's try it now. Sarah, can you lead us in a focus breath?
Sure. Listeners, wherever you are, just relax your shoulders, close your eyes if you are not driving. Take a deep breath in through your nose for 4 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now hold it for 4 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now breathe out through your mouth for 4 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I feel much better already. My heart is slower. My head feels clear.
This clear feeling is the perfect state for focus. Do this 3 times before you open your English book. It tells your brain the stress of the day is over. Now it is English time.
It is a transition. A transition is a move from one state to another. You are moving from busy life to English focus.
Now let's talk about part 5, the power of one. Many students try to do too many things. They listen to a podcast, they try to write notes, and they try to look at a dictionary all at the same time.
That is multitasking. And scientists say multitasking is a lie. The brain cannot do 2 things at once. It just jumps very fast between them.
And jumping makes the brain tired. To train your mind to focus, you must do only one thing. If you are listening to this podcast, just listen. Don't try to write every word. If you are reading, just read. Don't listen to music at the same time.
One task at a time. It sounds slow, but it is actually the fastest way to learn because you are giving 100% of your energy to that one task.
Imagine your focus is like a flashlight. If you spread the light everywhere, it is very weak. But if you point the flashlight at one spot, the light is very bright and strong. We want your focus to be a strong beam of light.
I love that image. Now let's talk about goals. We talked about goals briefly, but let's go deeper. A goal must be specific. I want to learn English is not a specific goal. It is too big. The mind doesn't know where to start.
So a better goal for focus would be, today I will learn how to order food in a restaurant. Or today I will listen to Sarah and John for 10 minutes and understand 3 new words.
Those are small goals. Small goals are easy for the mind to see. When a goal is small, the mind doesn't feel overwhelmed. Overwhelmed is when you feel like there is too much work and you want to cry or sleep.
Yes. Avoid the overwhelmed feeling. Give your mind a small mission every day. Mission, learn 5 verbs. Mission, read 1 page. When you finish the mission, you feel like a hero.
And heroes want to go on more missions. This builds a habit. A habit is something you do every day without thinking, like brushing your teeth.
Imagine if English focus was a habit like brushing your teeth. You wouldn't need to fight yourself. You would just sit down and do it.
How long does it take to make a habit, Sarah?
Some people say 21 days, some say more. But the important thing is to do it every day at the same time. If you study at 8 o'clock a.m. every morning after a few weeks, your brain will start to wake up at 7:55 a.m. and say, hey, it's almost English time.
Your brain becomes an alarm clock for English. That is the best way to train your mind.
Let's talk about part 6, visualization. This is a very cool trick. Athletes use it all the time. Before they run a race, they see themselves winning in their mind.
How can an English student use this?
Before you start studying, close your eyes for 1 minute. See yourself speaking English fluently. See yourself in a cafe in London or New York. See yourself smiling and talking with confidence.
Why does that help?
It gives the brain a why. It shows the brain the prize. The brain says, oh, if I focus now, I can have that future. It makes the hard work feel worth it.
I like that. It's like looking at a map before you start a journey. You see the destination.
Now let's talk about focus during listening. This is very hard for A1 and A2 learners. When you listen to a native speaker, your mind often gets lost.
Yes, because they speak fast. You understand the first word, then the second word, and then boom. You don't know the third word. Then you stop and think about the third word, and the speaker is already at the end of the sentence.
This is the dictionary trap. You try to translate every word in your head. To train your mind to focus, you must stop translating.
But Sarah, if I don't translate, how can I understand?
You must try to understand the feeling and the context. If I say, I am so happy because the sun is shining, you don't need to translate shining. You can see I am smiling. You hear the word happy and sun. Your brain can guess shining.
So focus on what you know, not on what you don't know.
Exactly. Most students focus on the 10% they don't understand. They forget the 90% they do understand. This makes them feel like they are failing. Focus on the words you recognize. Say to yourself, I know that word and I know that one too.
This builds confidence, and as we said, confidence helps focus.
There is another technique called active listening. When you listen to a podcast, don't just let the sound wash over you like water in a shower.
What should we do instead?
Ask yourself questions while you listen. What is Sarah talking about now? Is John agreeing with her? What was that verb she used?
This keeps the mind busy. A busy mind cannot wander to other thoughts. If you give your mind a job to do, it will do it.
It's like a dog. If you don't give a dog a toy to play with, it will chew your shoes. If you don't give your mind a task, it will chew on your worries or your distractions.
That is a funny way to put it. My mind is definitely a dog that chews shoes.
So give it a toy. Give it the task of finding nouns or finding the main idea.
Let's talk about the shadowing technique again. We mentioned it before, but it is so good for focus. Shadowing is when you repeat exactly what the speaker says almost at the same time.
It is very difficult. You have to focus 100%. You have to listen to the sound, the rhythm, and the emotion.
If you shadow for even 5 minutes, your brain will be very tired, but it is a great workout. It's like a sprint for your focus.
Try it with this podcast. Pause the audio after I say a sentence. Then say the sentence exactly like me. Try to copy my voice. This is training your ears and your mind at the same time.
Now let's talk about the environment outside. Many people study in a cafe. Is that a good idea?
For some people, yes. It is called the coffee shop effect. Sometimes a little bit of background noise, the sound of coffee machines and people talking softly can actually help you focus.
Really? Why?
Because it creates a wall of sound. It prevents one single loud noise from distracting you. But the noise must be white noise. If you can understand the conversation of the people at the next table, you will stop focusing on English and start listening to their secrets.
Haha, yes, I'm very nosy. I always want to hear other people's secrets. So if you go to a cafe, wear headphones with soft music.
Or use a white noise app. It can make sounds like a fan or a rainy forest. This helps your brain stay in the English bubble.
We keep talking about the English bubble. It's a great concept. It's a mental space where only English exists.
You can create this bubble anywhere. You can create it in your car. You can create it while you are washing the dishes. Just say to yourself, for the next 10 minutes, everything I think is in English.
Even if the English is simple?
Especially if it is simple. I am washing a plate. The water is warm. The plate is clean. I am happy. This is training your mind to think in English.
And when you think in English, focus becomes natural. You are not jumping between two languages. You are staying in one.
Now let's talk about the digital detox for focus. We are always on our computers.
I have 50 tabs open on my computer right now, Sarah.
John, that is a nightmare for focus. Every tab is a tiny voice saying, look at me, look at me.
I know. It makes me feel anxious.
To train your mind, you must have single tab study. If you are watching an English video on YouTube, that should be the only tab open. Close your email, close your Facebook, close the news.
And make the video full screen. When it is full screen, you cannot see the other things.
Yes, make the object of your focus as big as possible. If you are reading a book, put it in the middle of the table. If you are looking at a vocabulary card, hold it right in front of your face.
This is a physical way to tell the brain what is important. That makes so much sense, eh? Making the English big and the distractions small. But I have a question. What about memory? Sometimes I focus very hard, I learn a word, but the next day it is gone. My mind didn't keep it. Is that a focus problem?
Yes, it is. Focus is not just about the moment you see the word. It is about how you tell your brain to save the file. Imagine your brain is a computer. If you don't click save, the work is lost.
So how do we click save in English?
We use something called emotional connection. Your brain focuses on and remembers things that have a feeling. If you just read a list of words like apple, chair, table, it is boring. There is no feeling. Your brain says, this is trash, and it deletes it.
So I should feel something about the word table?
Exactly. Think about a table in your life. Maybe the table where you have Sunday dinner with your family. Think about the smell of the food and the sound of the laughter. Now say table. Your brain will focus more because the word has a friend, a memory.
That is a great tip. I can connect words to my own life. If I learn the word happy, I should think about the day I got my dog.
Yes, that is emotional focus. Now, let's talk about part 7, the why power. This is deep training for the mind. On days when you are tired, your focus will be weak. You will want to watch funny cat videos instead of learning English.
I love cat videos, Sarah. They are very hard to resist.
I know. But in that moment, you must ask your mind, why am I doing this? You need a strong why. Is it because you want a better life for your children? Is it because you want to move to a new country?
My why is that I want to talk to people when I travel. I want to make friends in every country.
That is a beautiful why. When you feel your focus moving toward the cat videos, say your why out loud. I am focusing now so I can make friends in London. This pulls your mind back to the task.
It is like a magnet. The why is a magnet that pulls my attention back to English.
Now let's talk about part 8, training the ears. Focus is not just for the eyes. For A1 and A2 learners, the sounds of English are like a puzzle. Sometimes wait and wait sound the same, or ship and sheep.
Oh, the ship and sheep problem. That is a classic. If I don't focus, I say the wrong one.
To train your ear focus, you should do minimal pairs practice. These are words that have only one small sound difference. You must listen very, very closely.
So it's like a game? John, did I say ship or sheep?
Exactly. Making it a game is the best way to train the mind. The mind loves games. If you tell your mind, we are going to study phonics for 30 minutes, the mind says, no, thank you. But if you say, we are going to play a listening game, the mind says, yes, let's play.
I agree. I always focus more when I am playing. What other games can we play to focus on English?
Try the object game. Look around your room right now. Try to name 5 objects in English as fast as you can. Window, lamp, bed, book, floor.
Chair, computer, pen, water, cup. Hey, that was fun. My brain had to work fast to find the words.
And because it had to work fast, it had to focus. You cannot think about your lunch while you are playing the speed game.
Let's talk about part 9, the English day. This is for very brave students.
Oh, I know what you're going to say. A full day of English?
Well, maybe not a full day for a beginner. Maybe an English hour. 1 hour where your mind is forbidden to use your native language.
Forbidden. That is a strong word. What if I don't know a word?
You must explain it using other English words. If you don't know the word refrigerator, you say the cold box in the kitchen. This trains your mind to stay in the English zone. It forces you to find new ways to communicate.
This is excellent training for the mind. It builds mental flexibility. A flexible mind doesn't break when a conversation gets difficult. It just bends and finds another way.
I think many students are afraid to be flexible. They want to be perfect.
Perfection is the enemy of focus, John. If you are trying to be perfect, you are focusing on your mistakes. If you are trying to be flexible, you are focusing on the message. Focus on the message, not the grammar.
Let's talk about the body again. We talked about breathing, but what about movement? Can we focus while we move?
Yes, actually, for many people, movement helps focus. This is called kinesthetic learning.
So I can walk and learn English?
Absolutely. Take our podcast with you on a walk. While you walk, your body is busy. So your nervous energy is gone. This leaves your mind free to focus on the sounds.
I find that when I sit still for too long, I start to fidget. I move my feet. I play with my pen.
That is your body saying, I have too much energy, so go for a walk or stand up while you study. Many people in big offices now use standing desks because it helps them focus.
I will try standing up during my next English lesson. It might keep me awake.
Now let's talk about part 10, the power of reward. We talked about the 5-minute break, but what about a big reward?
You mean like a chocolate bar?
Why not? Or a favorite TV show or a walk in the park. Tell your mind, if I focus for 30 minutes on this English story, I can watch my favorite show for 20 minutes.
It's a contract between me and my brain.
Yes, and you must be a person of your word. If you don't focus, you don't get the show. This teaches your brain that focus has a value. Focus equals happiness.
I think I need to be more strict with my brain. My brain is a bit like a spoiled child. It wants the reward without the work.
We all feel that way, John. That is why we train the mind. Training is a process. It doesn't happen in one day.
Let's talk about part 11, reading out loud. When I read silently, my mind often wanders. I read a page and then I realize I don't remember anything I read.
This happens because silent reading can be passive. To fix this, read out loud. When you speak the words, you are using your eyes, your mouth, and your ears.
3 senses instead of 1.
Exactly. It is much harder for the mind to wander when you are speaking. You have to focus on the pronunciation, the stress, and the flow of the sentence.
Let's try it. I will read a sentence from my notes. Training your mind is a journey of 1,000 steps.
Now, because you said it, you felt the words, you heard the words, your mind is locked into the sentence.
Locked in. I like that feeling. Now, Sarah, we are coming to the end of our talk. We have given so many tips. Let's talk about part 12, the night review.
This is my favorite. Before you go to sleep, your brain is in a very special state. It is very relaxed.
It's the time when I usually think about all my problems.
Change that. Instead of thinking about your problems, think about 3 English words you learned today. Just 3. Say them in your head.
Focus, environment, reward.
Now try to make a tiny story with them. In a quiet environment, I used my focus to win a reward.
And then I fall asleep?
Yes. While you sleep, your brain will take those words and move them into long-term memory. It's like the brain is doing the work for you while you rest.
That sounds like magic.
It's not magic, it's biology. Your brain is always working. You just have to tell it what to work on.
So, we have talked about a lot today. Let's do a final big summary for everyone. This is the 6,000 word summary of our hearts.
Okay, step 1, the environment. Clean desk, no phone, no distractions. Step 2, the time. 25 minutes of work, 5 minutes of rest. The Pomodoro way.
Step 3, the materials. Choose easy, fun, and interesting stories. Don't climb a mountain if you are just starting to walk.
Step 4, the voice. Be a kind coach to yourself. Say, I can do this instead of I am bad at this.
Step 5, the body. Breathe deeply, move your body, and stand up if you feel sleepy.
Step 6, the goal. Have a strong why and a small daily mission.
Step 7. Active listening, shadowing, taking notes, and playing games with the language.
Step 8, the reward. Be kind to your brain and give it a treat when it works hard.
And step 9, the night review. Let your dreams help you learn English.
Listeners, you are capable of amazing things. Your mind is a powerful machine. You just need to learn how to drive it.
And English is the best road to drive on. It opens up the whole world.
Don't be afraid if you lose focus sometimes. Just gently, like a mother taking a child's hand, bring your mind back to the English.
Come back, mind. We are learning English now.
Exactly. No anger, just love and practice.
I feel very motivated now, Sarah. I am going to put my phone in the other room and read my English book for 25 minutes.
That's the spirit, John. And to all our listeners, thank you for your focus today. You listened to this whole podcast. That is a victory for your mind.
You did it. You focused for a long time today. You should be proud.
We are certainly proud of you. Keep going, stay curious, and keep focusing on your English pathways.
We will see you next time.
Happy learning.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye-bye.